We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
Hi there, it's Cathy with Tri-Cities Community Television, and we're here at Poirier Library, and we'd like to thank the library for donating their space to us today. Today in the studio, we have a little bit of royalty, and we have a beauty pageant queen right here from the Tri-Cities, Talena Farrell, who is going to be competing in Las Vegas in just a couple months' time, and it's just really around the corner, isn't it, Talena?
It is, yes.
Yes, and you've been preparing for this for how long now?
Since January.
Since January. And your title is Ms. Canada Classic Universe. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, good. And tell us a little bit about the pageant for those people that don't know much about it. I mean, I didn't know there were pageants for adult women.
There is. The pageant is being held on July 12th to 17th. Mm-hmm. We have various categories. The first category is Contemporary Woman, and it is 30 plus. Then we have Miss Classic Universe as well as Mrs. Classic Universe, and both of those are 40 plus. And then finally we have Classic Universe Woman,
yes.
And that is 55 plus.
Right.
And that is the category that my teammate, Tatiana, is going to be competing in.
And we interviewed her recently as well. And so now you're coming in the studio. Both of you are representing Canada on the stage in Las Vegas. But so viewers can get to know you a little bit more, Talena. Tell us about your sort of background, your history. You live here in Burke Mountain. And tell us a little bit about what your journey's been like leading up to this pageant.
I actually was born and raised in Coquitlam here. I went to Centennial High School across the street, and I got married and had 2 children, and we moved to the Surrey area, and I had my children grow up in the Surrey area, and now I've become full circle and come back to Burke Mountain area, and I'm loving it. I love being in the Tri-Cities, and I have been really excited about being part of this community again. It's been very exciting.
This is not sort of your first time being on a stage and wearing a sash. You have some previous experience, right?
I do.
Okay, tell me about that.
As a teenager, I was in Miss Teen Vancouver, and I was also in the Miss Coquitlam pageant many years ago. I believe it was like 1988, 89.
Okay.
Yes.
That's exciting.
So
I had to put the high heels back on, learn how to walk again. It's just like being reborn into a baby.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your platform and things that I've been seeing online. You're all about, women empowerment and lifting others up. So tell me why you chose this kind of platform and what has that done for you over the last 6 months?
Yes, so my platform centers around mental health and empowering women to feel strong and confident from the inside out. After navigating grief and loss, I discovered the power of healing, the importance of inner strength, and the value of community. So I today help women rebuild their lives through fitness, resilience, and community. So I kind of feel when women support other women, we all rise.
I agree. And recently you've done some work in the community. Tell us about some of the nonprofits that you belong to.
Right. So I recently became a member of the Seroptimist of the Tri-Cities, and I am so excited to be part of that community. They have many programs that they offer throughout the Tri-Cities. One of my favorite is Bee's Closet. So Bee's Closet is a store where we have household items for women in need, and they can come to the store, they can see, we have dishes, we have housewares and different things for these ladies who are maybe trying to recover from addictions, or they've come from abusive relationships, and we kind of get them started on the right path to back to recovery.
And rebuilding their
lives.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, fantastic. What has this journey taught you about stepping into your voice and owning your confidence, Talena?
Oh, goodness. I have learned that you are never too old to try something new. And I have also learned that some of our chapters haven't even been written yet. Some of our story is still being written.
What message would you send to young women who are thinking maybe it doesn't even have to be stepping up on a stage and showcasing who they are, but what's a message that maybe even you tell your younger self, but really women as a whole?
Never be afraid. Never be afraid to try something new. Never be afraid to step in and become who you were meant to be. The process of my journey to the stage hasn't necessarily been about the crown. It has been about the process of becoming my best self. And that has encompassed events that I have been part of in the Tri-Cities, and trying to empower other women to feel strong and confident no matter where they are in life.
Why do you think it's important for women in communities like the Tri-Cities to be represented on global stages?
I think it's important to become represented on global stages because we all have a voice, and I think it's important that we share our voice, our story with others. Yesterday I had posted something. I have suffered grief and loss in my life, and I had posted what grief had taught me. And part of what it has taught me was you're stronger than you think. And a woman reached out to me and she said, I'm starting to believe that. She had gone through a similar journey as myself. And I think that sometimes we don't realize, that we're connected in that way.
So prior to this, as you are a friend of mine, and I know that you weren't posting a lot, and I feel like this journey has sort of pushed you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, can you speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. I think that my confidence has developed through this journey because I have almost been forced, because some of the judging is actually part of social media.
Right.
So it has kind of forced me to get out into the community to think about, what I want to do and how I want my platform and my story to actually circle and come right around.
And what would you say your biggest inspiration has been during these last 6 months?
What has inspired me is learning the other stories about the women in the pageant and even throughout our community. Becoming a seroptimist over the last couple of months has given me inspiration and insight into so many women and what they're going through and how each of us can connect and relate in various ways.
How are you prepping for the pageant, Talena? There's going to be, if anybody knows anything about pageants, there's a gown, there's a speaking part, there's all these different things that go on. So how are you prepping? Tell us.
Well, I started prepping back in January, and I started out with actually getting back to basics. I'm actually a certified personal trainer, and I got back to basics and actually started just eating healthy and being more diligent about my exercise. And as that process evolved, we came to dresses. So I have to, wear many, many dresses on stage. And it has been quite quite a journey, let me tell you. It's been quite exciting.
I'll just nudge you on this one. There is something that you do on Tuesdays, and you might want to speak about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on Tuesdays here at Poirier Library, I have also joined the Toastmasters Club. And it has helped me with my confidence and public speaking, and again, nudged me, as you say, to feel more confident and speak on issues that are very important to me throughout the community.
So do you feel ready? Do you think you're going to bring the crown back to the Tri-Cities?
I am sure going to try. Absolutely. I'm very excited for the experience more than anything.
And the people you're going to meet.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure.
I know you said that it's not about the crown, but I'm going to trump you on that one and say that it actually is about the crown. And as my friend, you better bring home some hardware. Today we're listening to Talena Farrell, a woman who is inspiring and confident and is really trying to, with her platform, to reach many, many women and let them know that they too can be stronger than they think. You're watching Tri-Cities Community Television. I'm Cathy Cena. Thanks so much. Until next time.